We have on the line Patience Gamu Tawengwa from Zimbabwe. Good morning, Patience. Hello.
Good morning, Lisa. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us from Zimbabwe. Can you tell us what is the mood right now in Zimbabwe?
The mood is mixed emotions from many people here in Zimbabwe. I mean, obviously, on a personal level, there's grieving and mourning for the loss of a life, but on a national level, a lot of mixed emotions due to the current state of the country.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of the legacy of Mugabe, we were speaking earlier that he was the founding father of Zimbabwe, involved in the Pan-African movement, but then over the years had a very complicated history.
Yes, indeed. I think his legacy will be definitely a contested legacy because while he is a founding father of Zimbabwe and he started off on the right track, I think undeniably people can't deny that he didn't finish on a very good note because of the state in which he left the country and the way in which he left office, which was largely by being removed. So I think a lot of people are just confused about what to really feel today about his passing. On a personal level, I think I share that sentiment of just having mixed emotions due to the current hardship that the country is undergoing.
Yeah, and can you share a bit about some of those hardships? We get reports from the various international media houses, but paint a picture for us in terms of what the current situation is.
Not looking to 80 power cuts a day. There's no running water in the taps. There are fuel queues. The prices are rising every day. Wages can hardly meet people's living circumstances. The healthcare system is in a state of shambles, as evidenced by the fact that he died in a hospital in Singapore, because if everything had been okay back home, he would have been in a Zimbabwean hospital. And many people are unable to afford that opportunity to go and get treated in Singapore. So the country right now is in a pretty bad state.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that persons will be perhaps, you said there are mixed emotions and some persons are mourning. Do you think there are persons who are celebrating the end of this era?
I think to say celebrating would not be the correct word because the current president is a successor, a former deputy of former President Mugabe. So I think people are just unsure about where this is all going to next. But celebrating, I definitely don't think so. But yes, we do acknowledge that it is the end of an era.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Patience, for joining us there on the line, live from Zimbabwe. And we'll continue to check in with you. Thank you very much. Patience Gamu Tawengwa there, live from Zimbabwe. Of course, President Mugabe passing at the age of 95.